My number one fantasy is that I lived in Paris, France, and never had to come back to America.
My number one what?
I never thought about it.
I don't know how to fly, so I could jump over this building and fly away from it very fast.
I'm really fascinated with the movie Avatar. I just kind of wish that was real,
The world was more like the Marvel universe, where we had more superheroes and more, chaos in the world a little bit, just to make it more interesting.
If I had enough money, I would do the space flight.
The ability to sleep whenever I want, man.
Probably living in Greece for at least 2 years.
Can I get two?
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to come into work today. I'm just going to take a nap. And everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. We'll pay you anyways. You know how it goes.
I always want to be a part of those Bora Bora ads where you're sitting in the cabanas on the ocean.
My number one fantasy is probably living on a beach, in a Dominican Republic or something cool.
Greek mythology, I love. So I don't know. Now I've been to Greece already, so I'd like to go back and actually stay there for a couple years.
Golfing, Pebble Beach. It's beautiful there, and I'd want to be on the cover of the golf ad.
I'm gonna get Megan Fox on my side, and if I could be invisible, that'd be dope.
Okay, my number one fantasy is to win the lottery.
Honestly, I wish there was dragons. So if there's dragons, that'd be my biggest fantasy.
My number one fantasy, believe it or not, is to be friends with Donald Trump.
So I want to ride a dragon, like in Shrek. That'd be dope.
Have you guys watched Black Panther? Yeah. I love the movie, and it would be nice if just live in there for a day, in Wakanda,
Probably to not be in tons of debt right now.
Okay, so my wildest fantasy would be going to a university where I don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get a high quality education, and also have enough grants and scholarships where I can go and study peacefully.
Probably just I fantasize about having a good life, getting a good job, having a family.
To have a place where I could rescue as many dogs as possible, and especially the older ones that can't find a home.
I guess to just get through school and find something that I love to do. Is that the world be perfect someday?
Society can be at its best point. I guess that would be pretty cool, to live in a world where there's no problems.
People out here, they don't understand the importance it is to know other people, get to learn them, learn about them. Just be around other people that's positive without any worries about violence, any worries about sexual assaults and stuff like that. It's just everywhere you see is just chaos, and it's just why we can't live in a perfect world,